Right, I'll just take you inside the bathroom to show you some of the progress we've made today. The concrete floor for the bathroom is now laid. We've decided to go with a step down for the shower base and keep the rest of the floor height level, which is obviously better for putting a toilet on and sink unit. So, very happy with that. And in here, we've also concreted the floor where the lamp oven and the cupboard were. This floor, at least for now, is going to get covered with a lino and probably a rug on here as well, just to keep us a little bit warmer in here. It'll do for now. Oliver has just been eating chip. Oh dear.
Go on, that's a bit. River. Yeah.
Okay,
Likes chips.
so there's a chip fiend as well.
On top of everything else.
On top of butter, obviously my meals, fish and stuff. What's going on with this phone? It's jerking all over the place. You know when you're videoing. This is amazing. Seems like almost overnight the grass has decided to come through. I think we've had a bit of rain during the night, not much, but all of a sudden it just appears green in the garden. Yeah, everything's appearing spring-like. We're getting a new ant's nest in the garden. They're busy taking grass seeds in, and yeah, the grass just appears to be pushing through all of a sudden. So yeah, it feels like spring, but yeah, I think we've got 3 days of torrential rain forecast. We'll see if that actually turns up. But yeah, beautiful morning. And back to the workers' house. Oh, our house now. So, I don't know if I've shown you this already, but yeah, all the full electrics are in. A little bit more wire covering there to do. And the windows now are both filled in and plastered. So that's quite cool. We've bought a sink and I'm going to put that into a table at the moment till we can find what we actually want as a unit. And we've just been discussing tiling the bathroom. Now it's going to be quite difficult because the walls aren't quite square. So we'll have to see how it goes. The floor's nicely in, just drying now with the concrete. And so the floor's going to be a piece of cake to tile, the walls not so much. I mean, even in a new house in the UK, you're lucky if everything's square. Even more lucky if you're in Bulgaria, I think. So we'll see how that one goes. This floor in here is going to get dug out a little, hardcore put in, and replaced with concrete. And the other thing that I think we're going to start today is to remove this Jamal. We're never going to want to fill a Jamal. Basically, it gets filled with timber from the other side in the other room, and it warms this up almost like a radiator. What I actually want in here, because it's going to be the living room, I want a pechka in here, which is the Bulgarian wood burner. So this will be coming out here today, I think, before we get to concreting the floor, and then it can be concreted at the same time. The other thing we're still waiting on is the double glazing firm to get back to us. The windows are shot, the doors themselves are shot as well. Just been neglected for too many years. We're going to have those replaced with double glazed units, hopefully when the company gets back to us. because it'll just make things a little bit easier for winter. Right, so this is the start of it. Enter stage left, wife. Mind you, don't prick your finger. Can't do with you sleeping any longer than normal.
Sleep for 100 years. That'd be quite nice.
Yes. Okay, not quite sure what this is all made of, but let's go. Top off careful, and look on the floor for now. It's taken us a few minutes to just rip this apart. Once I got the lid lifted a little bit, it's been something we can peel apart with our bare hands. And now we're onto the lower section, which again is there we go. Not going to need power tools much for this, I don't think, sweetheart. Probably till we get to the base.
If partners would like to sponsor us for the rest of the shirt, very good. Oh.
Right, that's the Jamal gone. Left the bricks, or some of the bricks down there, just in case we need to use them for hardcore in the floor. Although I do think we're getting ballast in. We'll see how level the floor is. As it goes, it actually ripped out by hand once I'd taken a bit at the top. It all just fell apart. So, yeah. Anyway, so a bit more space in the room. It'll be easier for concreting the floor in the living room, and then be able to plonk a hole in the wall a little bit higher than this one, probably around there, and fit a petchka in so we can actually see the flames on a night and enjoy them. And then finally, we're tiling the bathroom. So that's the first tile gone on the wall. So this is where we're at the moment. And we'll so far up this wall using the spacer packs that I bought. We're up to the shower bit where we've got to fill in there. So I think we're going to have a go at this back wall now. I've got some blue tiles in and we'll give that a judge. But yeah, it's coming on well. Very happy with it. Okay, so we've been tiling up the bathroom today. It's a little difficult. I'll show you where we're at for the state of things tonight. Right, so we've finished up tonight. We've got 3 rows on this wall. Both walls are going to end up with blue tiles on for this wall and also the shower end wall as well. And the white tiles are up to there. So we've got to wait for it to go off, which it's probably off already. Take all these black pins out and then knock the plastic things that are holding all the tiles level. Also tomorrow we've got to fill in the pipes where the shower goes and around the base of the shower area, and then we can start tiling this wall. So, but yeah, it's coming on well. It's a little bit slow, but you know, that's to be expected when you're coping with the bends in the walls and things. But yeah, chuffed with that so far. Looking forward to getting it finished and have an indoor shower. I suppose the outdoor ones I'm having to have. It's cooling down now on a night, and there's not much temperature in the water, so we're having to add a kettle to the outdoor shower. So yeah, look forward to being able to use this one. Right then, I'll leave you to that. I'm going to have some tea. Morning. Well, if you're wondering why the woolly hat and the jacket, it's a bit after 8 o'clock this morning, and we're still at -3. It's almost like a light switch has been turned and summer's buggered off for a while at least. Last few days we've had 0s and -1s overnight and about 15 degrees during the day, so it's a bit like Britain again. So a little bit more copable for us, it's what we're used to. It's a long drawn out thing, but this showering outside like's not such a good thing in winter. So anyway, we'll crack on and see what we can get done today. Well, there's a bit of a surprise. Yeah, -3 outside, and I've just walked into the cellar because I'd left my drill in here, and it's 12 degrees. It's actually lovely in here. I was thinking, it's going to be cold. It's only got the veranda and the old granary above it, no real insulation, but yeah, 12 degrees in here, so it actually feels quite nice. Right, back to the tiling bit. Well, this is where we got to with the tiling today. It's going slower than I imagined, but at least we can see some progress. Work on tiling the bathrooms paused for a while, and yesterday we had a guy turn up to quote us on some UPVC windows and doors for this building. There's only a couple of windows and the double doors behind me. Now today I need to remove the double door setup, including the full frame, so that the guy can get a proper measurement for the frame. I ain't got the right tools, and I'm trying to do it as carefully as possible, because I've got 3 weeks before the windows turn up. So on with removing the frame. Okay.
Cause so many time passed by, don't know why I'm losing my mind. Ego was so strong inside. At this point I just live the lie, I just live the lie. I wish I could tell you why. Wish I could feel you again, but I know it's too late, and I know you're away. There's a chance to apologize. Nah, nah, nah. It's a goodbye, just a goodbye. Forever and ever, you never come back. Just a goodbye, forever goodbye. I sit in my ride, think about you. Drive through the night, I got nothing to lose. Drop city lights, they can tell me the truth. Tell me what I should do, I got nothing to lose. I got nothing to lose, thinking about you. Drive through the night, I got nothing to lose. Drop city lights, they can tell me the truth. Tell me what I should do, I got nothing to lose. I sit in my got so many time pass by. I saw you last time. This is my last ride. I wish we gonna see us on the other side. This is my last ride. On the other side. It's a goodbye, just a goodbye. Forever and ever, you never come back. Just a goodbye, forever goodbye. I sit in my
Right, minding the nails that are stuck through.
Yeah.
Just hold on to that end and move it in, lean it in, like that. Right, lift it. Lean against that wall. Right.
Lean against which wall?
Right, pull round your end. This outside wall near the window. As you can see, I've removed the frame now with as little damage as possible to the outside area, because whatever happens when they fit double glazing out here in Bulgaria, they just fit the double glazing and you're left to make good. So any damage to the outside render we would have to make good anyway, so I've done as little as possible. So the step here is radged inside and out, so we'll need to redo those, get some concrete and do those. But all the timbers fairly intact, and I should be able to rehang the doors. My main worry is that we've got this room to concrete out. It's going to become the living room, so we need to try and keep some warmth in the building, and with these doors gone that won't be the case. So hopefully I've done enough so that I can reinstate the frame back into the gaping hole, rehang the doors, and at least have some protection from frost, so because it's down to those temperatures now. So yeah, good job done. So we've just had the double glazing guy round to measure up, and now he's gone. I've reinstated the frame as best I can. Obviously not all of it's had to go back in, it's just to try and keep weather out as much as possible, try and keep some warmth in the house for when we do some concreting. So should keep the worst of it out. Once we get concreted, then it's a case of waiting for the door and windows to get fitted. With weather tight, and we can start working on the inside to make it so it can be in here if we want. And we started out today with two chimneys there. This one had a twin next to it. Got it? Seeing as it was a lovely warm day, Danny came to give us a hand removing the old lamb oven chimney, a job which I'd been dreading. After removing a few tiles, there was space enough to crawl out onto the roof and remove the chimney, brick by brick. that's the job finished. Roof reinstated, full tile now, and the chimney taken below it. We're going to cap the chimney so there's nothing comes down it untoward, cold drafts or any rats kind of thing. So we're getting a piece of board put on there tomorrow, and then any spare concrete from when we're concreting the living room, that'll be slapped around the outside and made secure. Pile of bricks down here that I've got to sort down at some point, take down the steps. The reason we remove the chimney is unlike the UK, where the flashing is usually taken into a slot in the bricks. The main way they do things in Bulgaria is to just actually have a piece of tin that just sits alongside the bricks, and it tends to get a gap and then just leak down the bricks down the chimney and into your house. The chimney wasn't going to be used because it was a lamb oven chimney, it used to be, and didn't see much point keeping it for potentially leaking into the house. So we're down to one chimney in the house now, and that's going to be if we get a wood burning stove or for the pechka that we bought. So so that should be ample for that one. There's a few repairs to do in the roof at some point. Not urgent before winter, but at some point, probably next year, there'll be a fair few tiles taken off, and some of the joists have had wedges put in them, purely because the main timbers have bent over the years. There's gaps appearing, the roof starts to get waves in it, and that puts pressure on different joists. So they pack them out, except that's just transferring the problem elsewhere. So at some point there's going to be a fair few of these tiles actually taken off, especially near the back end. You can see one dipped down quite badly there, and that'll be replaced with a square batten in the end, unfortunately, but that should bring the roof back upright. And also there's a seam running down here, you can see. It's not letting water in at the moment, but yeah, it's going to need some looking at as well. That's probably partly down to the joists being all out of kilter. So there's a real big wedge on this one up here. Just trying to set the gaps up and things. So yeah, at some point there'll be a massive roof repair at this end of the house, at least on this side, which is the road side. Right, done again. And oh, that's where the chimney was yesterday. Very tidy job doing that. Not as bad as I thought it would be. There's a few roof repairs to do. Just one second, I'll zoom back out again. Just after the chimney there's a dip there, so at some point those joists are going to have to get removed, replaced, and the tiles reset. So it'll do for this winter though. So yeah, chuffed with that job. Brilliant. That evening, as most of our friends in Britain were bathed in them, we were also treated to a view of the Northern Lights.